What is There we go. That's better. What is happening, my super sexy lemon nation? Today we're going to be discussing some Ghostface Scream 7 news that just dropped here on the Twitter webs recently. So first things first, Scream-Trilogy.com had just released a photo that contains some information about the iconic Ghostface masks that have been released over the past few decades since the original Scream came out, containing the most recent decaying masks from Scream 6, as well as underneath that some of the more iconic ones that people have been getting for Halloween, Scary Movie, as well as the one right there in the bottom right corner we see in the photo, a Christmas Santa Claus Ghostface mask with the hat and everything like that. We also have the demonic demon Ghostface mask, and on top of that we have the white hooded Ghostface mask as well. Now, when this photo dropped, I was really skeptical about actually making a video of it, but I wanted to dive in a little bit and see what the comments were beyond this as well. And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button as well as turn notification bells on, and of course like this video because you fucking should. But diving into some of the comments, Scream-Trilogy.com stated, the display was made months ago when there was actually movement on Scream 7, so we'll see. One thing that comes to my own head here is the idea behind what is, what they're trying to tell us, what they're trying to say, and is this actually something that we can look forward to and again look out in different Halloween stores maybe, or different costume stores and all of that. But I feel like it's still too early to start promoting when you haven't released any cast news, you haven't released any new script revision news, you haven't even released anything that is actually getting us to the stages that we need in order to understand where they're actually at in the progress of developing Scream 7. A lot of these comments are also saying that, it doesn't even state that it's in 2025, it just says 2025. And that is actually something, I thought about as well, and I was like, interesting that that is, being pointed to, considering the fact that we haven't even started production yet. And most films take at least 3 to 6 months during the post-production stage to actually edit the film, to score it, to do the soundtrack, to revisit some dialogue with the actors if they needed to. Some of these masks actually look interesting, and I'm like, what if they went down that route? What if they went down the route of like every single kill that there is in the Scream movie, it's like a different mask the entire time? That would be really, really cool to see. Something that we haven't really seen in the movies, as well as like a more converted look. I mean, we did get something similar to that in Scream 6, but my idea is like, hey, put in the Red Devil Ghostface mask. Put in that Christmas Santa Claus one, especially if it takes place during the Christmas time. That would be something super badass I would love to see. So I am still on the edge of there being a Scream Christmas film, which I think, that whole atmosphere, that whole look and feel would be right for the film itself. And I hope they develop a good story that actually makes sense and they bring back Sidney Prescott, because again, you just can't have a Scream movie without Sidney. They barely made it by with Scream 6 with me. Even though Scream 6 was my least favorite out of the entire franchise, the idea is to be able to create something new, fresh, and exciting for the next generation of Scream fans. And the idea here is like, bringing something unique, bringing something different, bringing something a lot more satisfying, especially with your kills, because I can tell the kills are getting a little bit boring here. But as of right now, Jasmine Savoy Brown, as well as Neve Campbell, and a couple of other actors and actresses as well, haven't really confirmed that they're returning for the next installment. But I have a feeling we're not too far away. Once that news drops, guys, I will definitely be releasing something for you, considering the fact that I've been, slowing down on some content here because I am focusing on getting my feature film, Hello There, in development, ready to go for you guys, as well as my Scream fan film, which I am working closely with somebody right now, trying to get the logistics down for what we can actually accomplish here for a 10-minute short film. So what are your guys' thoughts on this photo? Is it real? Is it fake? And does it have potential to actually give us a sneak peek and preview of what's to come in Scream? I mean, number one, why would they have all the masks laid out right there from every single generation? Why would it say 2025? I'm also taking a closer look at it, and for some reason, the sign almost looks fake. Not the Ghostface one in particular, but the 2025 one almost looks like it's added in there. Which I'm curious to see who actually has the original photo, who took this photo, what is it to come that is actually going to be necessary for the audiences to know, and, how we can start getting a little bit more excited about another Scream movie coming out. But of course, guys, we're going to be talking so much more Scream stuff here on the channel. I have another video dropping that I've been working very hard on, editing and all that fun shit, and also getting down to the standard basis of it, and that would be specifically different thoughts, different theories, different ideas for what they can do for the intro, for the middle, and the end of Scream 7. And this theory that I have could lead us into a Scream 8, which would be very interesting to see, but more to come here on the Lemon Nation, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. But of course, guys, never forget that lemons fly.